Paul, Golden Gate Enterprises. This is a review of our internal work on building 901. We have got dry rot underneath all of the landings, and the plywood's rotted and some of the girders are rotted. You can see under here the rot that is the rotted plywood, so we're gonna have to figure out how to deal with that structurally. And on this 901 and 903, there's two different landings that are here. And if we walk over here a bit further, this is on 903, we have a rotted header across the top. And what we have is a section that's probably about 15 feet to the right and about 15 feet to the left. And the post that's there is already compressing into the rotted plywood. So the girders are rotted, and looks like the plywood subfloor underneath is rotted. It's not clear whether or not any of this can be done without pulling up the concrete above, which will leave for a separate scope of work. And on this, we've got kind of a complex problem of having to build temporary support walls to pick up the load of the upper building while we replace the girders down here. Okay, so this is pretty much the big problems in 901 and 903. Let's go over to buildings 907, 905, and we'll see what the other building is. But in this particular area, we have 1, 2, 3 landings, and the 3 landings all have the same problem. We have rot on the underside. You can see the markings here. We've got issues with sprinklers on the underside. That's going to have to separate and distinct charge under here. And on this particular landing, which we will call coming up to what building is this? We've got building 905 is the pharmacy, 909 is the one where the posts are rotting, and over here, can't find the number here, but this particular stairway has got a complex set of problems because you've got rot on one header over here, this whole floor section, and this header over here, and this header is carrying the stair load. And in order to get this off, we're going to have to temporarily support the existing stairs. So assuming the stairs stay in place and they're not changed at all, you have about a 10-foot, 12-foot section of a header that's got to be replaced. We've got sprinkler systems that are tied into this up here, and the way that these were hung in the past, they weren't repaired properly. You can see that they're missing the shims underneath here. So this is a kind of a complex stairwell. We've also got this whole header beam in here that needs to be replaced. So we're going to quote this as being done from the underside, assuming that we do not have to remove the cement concrete at all. Then we have this particular girder up here, which is about a 10-foot section, assuming it's pocketed into the wall and it does not go further. This whole girder has to get replaced, and it's unknown as to how much of the subfloor underneath supporting the concrete is gone, but this all needs to be opened up and explored further. So quote the replacement of the beam. We also some telephone wires that are up underneath here that are going to have to be dealt with. There's going to have to be a temporary wall here, girder replaced, and a corner of this building opened up. Over here we can see orange marks on 1, 2, 3 posts need to be replaced. The other set of stairs here in building 909, there's 909, here's the landing, get the same similar sets of issues. 2 or 3 of the structural girders are gone, plywood underneath is all rotten, so that has to be dealt with. We have over in the original set of stairs that had problems, we have uncovered a significantly greater amount of damage. This over here, you have a whole header beam over here that's completely rotted, that was hidden by the rotted piece of fascia board that was underneath here, and all of this is going to have to get opened up. This is the original girder that had to be replaced, and this is a complex re-support job because we've got not only the walkway, but we have second story support, and again the assumption is going to be that we do not disturb the upper level concrete, and if we do, there'll have to be added charges. So the assumption is we do all this from down below. Okay, and this is the building with the elevator in it. So I think that hits the major parts of it, and we have railings on the two rear buildings that need to be worked on, that we're in the process of working on. That's additional work. We have about 400 square feet of extra siding that we've come across, and if we come back over here, this is the exterior corner of building 909 that will keep walking here. This is at the far end of the courtyard. So this would be, I guess, building 909, and whatever building the pharmacy is. This is the staircase. This is 909 in the adjacent building. We've got the whole issue with the landing here, all the rot, structural beams in here. We've got more rot in the railing systems over here, and the big one on this is the whole underside of this. We've got 1, 2, maybe 3 supporting cross girders that are rotten. All of the framing up here is completely rotten. Looks like the girder is rotten. 2 10-foot sections. One is again supporting the stairs. We've got more railing rot that's over here. And if we come upstairs, we can see more railing rot going on over here. And over here you can actually see the whole upper concrete landing has sunk down and is beginning to collapse because of the rot. And the slab is rotted. Water's leaking through the whole crack that's up here. And that's cracked because of the structural failure due to all of the leaking. Pretty much all of these decks are going to have to be waterproofed, and I have a feeling that the stairs in this case might end up having to come out. But the way we're going to bid this is that the stairs remain intact and we temporarily support them, and they go back in place. If anything more has to happen, that will be additional charges. The sprinklers need to be disconnected and moved out of the way. And we have a post that's severely cracked and split over here at the end that also needs to be replaced. Feeling is this whole back corner is going to end up having to be replaced. Okay, so that's a quick view of the work that needs to be done here. Thanks. This is Paul.